Welcome back. Susan Jane Rowe, at your service. And I mean that literally. We talked last time about losing the thread of service, leaving spirituality, God, the divine, out of your business, and how that would completely disconnect you from the flow, from yourself, from your soul, from your purpose, and from those you're meant to serve. Today we're talking about the second biggest block. You are an empath, an energetically sensitive person, an introvert, maybe a highly sensitive, a healer. You're used to taking things in. You're used to feeling. You're used to going in. As an introvert, we go recharge internally. Extroverts go outside to other people. Introverts need to come back home and go inside to recharge. You're used to being conscious, being mindful, being present, looking at yourself, taking responsibility for yourself, intending. You've worked on yourself. You intend to be the best possible version of yourself, and you've invested in that. Time, money, resources. The second biggest block is ironically the thing that makes you great at what you do. So you self-reference, you know how to hold space and make space inside yourself for somebody else. This is part of the transformation, of the healing, of the transcendence. You have taken everything personally. You've taken whether you've made money or not personally, whether people have signed up with you or not personally, whether you're getting return on investment, whether people respond to you, whether your marketing, your messaging is on point. Everything has been personal because you give from your depths. It's so much easier to take it personally if you really invest in yourself. If you're just like, yeah, I'll just throw that out, I'll just pull this out, blah, blah, blah. It's easier to not. You just throw spaghetti at the wall and boop. But that's not who we are. So you've taken it all personally and you've given it meaning. Maybe people have needed to hear that many times. Maybe what you're saying is completely new to them. Maybe there's all this subconscious resistance, so they keep not seeing it or forgetting to go back to it. I remember posting a video and somebody said to me, I'm going to be honest with you, I watched a little bit of it and then I marked it to watch it later. And I said, and did you? No, I didn't. I said, did you forget? Well, really, there was too much truth in it. I couldn't handle it. Our job as light workers is to create this new spiritual climate, to raise consciousness. You can't look what the climate is and measure yourself by it. It's crazy. So every time you've taken it on, you've looked for what you did wrong or what you could have done or what you should have done or beat yourself up or felt less than or made some conclusion about what it meant about you, your ability, your gifts, whatever it is. You did a disservice to yourself and to those that you're here to serve. To be raw, to be radically aligned, we have to be radically aligned. Which means You and your inner sanctum, those who you know understand the mission, share your values and depth and level of consciousness and intention. You can get feedback from them, but you can't throw stuff out and decide it means this, and then that influences how you feel. So you post something, you're excited, and nothing. So you're like, oh, maybe I was wrong, maybe that's not the thing. And then you feel poopy, poopy. And because you feel poopy, you contract. And because you contract, you don't put out the next one, you overthink it. And because you don't put out and you overthink, you don't get a result, which tells you, yeah, I'm kind of not. And you get stuck in a negative feedback loop. You cannot take it personally. If you're an innovator, if you're a leader, if you're here to usher in the divine feminine, it has not been before. We're creating a new paradigm built on authentic power, not power over, empowering. The true meaning of empowering. And we can't disempower ourselves to empower others. And we can't buy into others disempowering in the name of empowerment. None of those things are service. So we go back to the first block, leaving out the divine, leaving out the universe, leaving out God, Goddess, all that is, source. Because if that's your reference. You don't create change by being like everyone else. And that is the exact point that video 3 is going to break through. So I want you to inventory, write down all the ways, everything that you've taken personally online. What have you taken personally? Or comment. Put that out. See it for what it is. See that external focus and know that your soul will not support that. It's not why you're here. Okay? That was a little, like, angel fluffy thing. Leaving the divine out, which sets up the ego as the great I am that needs to know, which is then primed to take everything personally and not contextualize. We're creating a new paradigm. We're birthing the new divine feminine. We're raising consciousness. We're changing the world. I love you. Things are about to get so flipping good. Mwah.